I just pulled into Bits of Time. I'm going to slip in here first to see if they put any new fall stuff out, and then I'm going to head over to the shop and do a little bit of work. So join me today. Hand carved by local artist Carousel Horse 325. Oh, she is gorgeous. Of course, you can't sit on her, but she is pretty. I really like this booth in here. This is where I get a lot of fabric. And I see they've gotten some more pieces since the last time I was here, so I'm of course going to have to dig through that. It's very reasonable, $2. Love the hearts. Ooh, yeah, we'll get that one. I get them to make journals and stuff with. Ooh, Christmas. I usually don't see much Christmas fabric in here though, but you know, it's August, and yeah, I don't want to mess up their display. But all kinds of good remnants in here. This has been here for quite a while. It is Avon. It's the, what do you call it? Bicentennial head or something like that. I don't know. And it's in the amber. $3. But, you know, America's birthday, the big one, is next year. And I wonder if that would be a very popular thing to have for the patriotic summer. Something to consider. I'm going to look it up again real quick. So here's the dilemma. There's 4 for sale on the brief search I did on eBay, but none sold. And they're not much more than what this is at $3. And then you add in shipping, and it's like, I don't know. So I'm going to walk around and think about it. It worked yesterday when I was walking around thinking about things. It's in excellent condition. But I just think it would be a hit with next year's holidays, how I'm thinking. The flask is $2. And Sunday glass is $4. That's a very pretty blue. Ooh, where'd my voice go? Sunday cups are $2. And the celery is $3. 16. We have 10. The blue back there is $6 each. Yep, let me keep moving. But wasn't that also on the listing that I showed on the head, the soldier head? They want $20, and it's Royal Copley. And then I saw this one too on there when I was scrolling, and it's $27, the Royal Copley pirate with the side eye. If I was feeling frivolous with my money, I would so get that. It's $24. Champion cash register. Look how stinking cute. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh, I was so hoping to find some fall items in this booth because they stock it up usually pretty good with some popcorn and melted popcorn, that is, and cards and stuff like that. But it's still the same stuff that was here last time. So they do have a Yankee Candle puzzle for $5. The play toys are still here. Yeah. I like the little play food back there. That's fun. Good to craft with if you're into doing that. But yeah, I don't see anything right now that I'm interested in. Wowee. That's heavy and it's big and it doesn't have a price. Newer booth in here. Kaleidoscope is $5. Pocket phone or radio is $10. I like the top. Of course, look at the graphics, $10. Oh, you got space for that. For me anyways, I'd have to have space for that. And the precious moments. They have a precious moments. They're calling it a goose at $15. And the duck is $15. Who knew? I'm not into precious moments whatsoever, but it's just fun to see. The Annalee Mother Load, $12, $15, $12. All different kinds. Oh, what is his name? Odie, $10. I have a bunch of Garfield stuff listed on eBay. I just slotted it up. And there are a bunch of ornaments and stuff. Magic molding crystals, $10. Oh, they're still in there too. That one's cute, of course, because, well, it's Halloween. Baby Steins, 5. Well, I don't know if they're really Steins. I'm just calling them that. I'm just being facetious. Limited edition. The old mailing or the vegetable labels framed. That's an idea to use with them. So there's a couple, not really, a couple Halloween things I guess out, but, and some taxidermy. I'm jumping to my favorite booth before I have to wait for someone else to get out of my way. Those look like they could be glass, don't they? I want to look at this a little closer. $2.39 though. It's not bad. Salt lamp, $12.99. Tapered candles. Set of 6, $2.49. Everything is fine. What is fine? Oh, the clipboards, 99 cents each. So boxes, $1.39. You know, it's the little things that make me happy. Boxes and such. 100 pieces, $1.99, 5 designs. I know they are newer. But just what a fun, like, put in a bottle of trees. A tree, you know, and kind of decorate it up. 24 pieces for $2.39. Oh, those are pretty too. There's 3 of them. Carnival glass, $9.99. You have to like walk through twice and make sure you didn't miss anything. $2.99 for the decorative blue nautical rope. Then you always have to look underneath. So mini tree lights and decorations, $4. Ooh, and then there's someone behind me. And there's the blue for $2.99. We got light bulbs, $3. Let me go over the other side. I turned around and someone was right behind me. I'm like, oops. Aw, those are little bells, aren't they? Well, you have to buy the whole set though for $2.99. Pipe cleaners, the whole business. There's another tree with ornaments, $4.99. Tabletop tree. Decorations. Even more boots. $10. Some comics. I never look at comics, but I'll give you a flip through because I'm waiting to go around the other side again. Team Youngblood. And then some albums. Now to get back up. Despite them probably being new, $4 for 5 bottle brush trees. Already has little ornaments on it. Yeah, I'm getting both packs. Perfect to craft with. They have some Grinch style ornaments, $5 for the whole box. You get 20. Some bandanas. Who is looking for bandanas? Packs of 2, $1.39, which is not bad. You know, do-rags are great when you're working in the heat and you want to keep your sweat on top of your head, not in your eyeballs. No ornaments, $4.99, you get 12. Not all this stuff is new, but you know, you can't beat some of the prices though. The bows, $1. Oh, what's she got down here? 35 pieces. You got shingles for $1. Wood wheels, wood pegs. Yeah, just incredible pricing. $30 for the shipping boxes, all for $12. So you get 30 for 12. And they're a nice size. Still thinking about the crafting set of 2, 4, 6 for $1.49, and Dollar Tree charges $1 per one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm getting them all. That is an incredible deal. Some napkin rings, $3.49. Outdoor candy canes, they are $12.99. Ooh, got that. There we go. The best blowout hair tool set, $2. You guys remember putting your hair up in curlers? I don't know if you did when you were younger. Like, I used my mom's curlers. Then I got hot curlers. I moved up in the world. I started using electric combs. 300 snow cone cups. I'm running out of room. For $3. Let me tell you what I use these for. They make great getting rid of your oil out of your pan. So I use snow cone cups, cut the tips off. I tried to make my own. I was not very successful. But I pour the oil and then I put it back into like a water bottle, and then I can just I'm not putting it down my drain. That's just a no-no. But yeah, for $3, I feel like I knew it was worth the stop today. I said I didn't really need to go over there, but hell yeah. Me getting stuffs today. Lots and lots of stuffs. Even a toilet fixer-upper for $1. But I don't need one because my toilets are working. Back around. Those are plastic. I'm going to leave them. Love the desk lamp. $6.99, by the way. And 40 piece, 20 cents. I see. I can't put anything in my walls at the old house, at the shop, because of the texture of the walls, just the material they're made out of. So it's like, we did put a couple of command hooks up, but even that is iffy. Drawer organizer, $10. See how you can just get lost in here? I know you're thinking, girl, it's junk, but no, it's not. Not all of it. See, Halloween blood bag. 2 for 99 cents. Can't go wrong. And you get a label with it. Yeah. $2.99. Wall tree decor. Now, trees I do have. Get yourself a lighter. I'm still debating about one of those. Ooh, pumice. Bowl cleaners. And I actually have one of those, and it works like a charm, especially on hard water. $1.49. Those come in handy, especially if you fly a lot. See, I can justify just about anything. Just about. $2.99 for the little red pot back there. And well, I think I've looked a lot. Oh, wait. Wall decor, $3.49. I just climbed back in the car. The air's on. It's 88 degrees out. I was walking past the counter thinking about that. I'm going to call it the bicentennial head. I know it's referred to as something else. It was dated 1979 on one of those eBay listings. Someone bought it and was sitting there on hold. I said, she goes, yeah. I said, I just looked at that. And, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I got a bunch of crafting stuff, and I got some nice old fabric to use in my junk journals. And I'm good. I got a whole house full of stuffs. So let me head over there next, and we'll just check in over there real quick. Ooh, she's toasty in here. I gotta turn the air on. I don't think I'm gonna leave it on for a couple days. The upstairs one's on, but this one I turned off because it's been pretty decent out. And I wasn't here like that much last week. So, yeah, I still have to clean up Christmas. I got my box there. I started. I actually made a video for Facebook and then said I didn't like the way it turned out. So I'm just going to gather it all, put it in put it in my box, and these are tags on it. Yeah, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So I figure I'll just inundate you guys with a bunch of videos of me here, and hopefully that drives up that algorithm on the channel I'm looking for, and you know, try to be a little more active. This stuff here I'm actually going to box up and put it in my auction gift for the reunion. I'm thinking like do a gold Christmas, so I had that in the sale. This, it's like one of those things I will never use. It is brand new, and you put a candle or something in it, so let someone else have a pretty gold Christmas. And I thought that was just cute. I might throw something else in there. I'm thinking about it. I want to see what other gold things themed things I have. And that I did put a picture up on Facebook. I added more stuff to it, and I put it up on my Facebook page. It's for sale. It's a clean sale. I wanted to try out at least like a photo to see how, because you got to turn your camera one way. Okay, listen. Old dog, right? I'm trying to learn new tricks. So I get used to YouTube's how you have to tape or tape and put it up on there when you edit, and then this has to be flipped. And I tried to do, I took pictures. So yeah, I was packing that up, and then my sister came by, and that's as far as I got. And then and my cousin came with her, and we chit-chatted for a long time. It was getting dark when I left. So I said, I'll just turn off the lights and I'll be back. Yeah, that's where I'm at. This stuff I got to put away, but I love turning on this light because it just reminds me like I just went back in time. Where is my little switch at? There it is. It's like I was just transported back a couple decades ago. Okay, like 4 decades ago. And I'll just pull this back out at Christmas time. And by then, hopefully, I'll have my ducks lined up a little bit better. And I'll know what to do. Versus like, I'm thinking here. Versus like trying to do a video and put it on Facebook. And I got to get more comfortable with that. We're about to see how this all goes down. I have you on my skimpy little tripod. And I'm holding you like I'm trying to crack a nut between my thighs. But this is just some of my older foam I have. That would probably end up being a lot of scrap. So I'm going to try to use some of it up to wrap these delicate items. I can't believe it's mid-August already. That is just like, where did the time go? Kind of thing. So I am wrapping these up, but it won't be moved after I wrap them. So I'm not going to worry too much about it being perfect and taping it and everything. That way I can just stick them in there and unwrap them at a later date. Yeah, I should have done this last week. I just never got to it. Put you back on here. I gotta get this open. I could put some stuff in it. I'm just glad it opens up. It takes a little bit. And of course, if you're not careful, you lose a fingernail. Well, not, you know what I'm saying. Chip a fingernail. There, that works. That can go in there. That can go in there. And I'm sure I have something else that can go in there. Oh, you're all funky angled. There we go, a little bit better. Yeah. I gotta grab these angels. I tried to offer Samantha, my daughter, a couple of the pet pajamas. She wasn't interested. It's like they're nice and thin, though. I think they'd be great to put on chihuahuas. Well, probably the small ones. But I put that in there just for height along with that. So I'll just leave that. That can go in. That. I think I'm going to leave those sitting there for right now. Shut that up. Yeah, I think I might put my next display on this shelf. I have a box of stuff I'm curating to kind of put a display on there. And then, I'm thinking about having an ephemera cell on my Cat and Paws channel because I've never had one on there. And I think I would get some business, honestly. I think I'd get some interest. Got my box loaded up. Put the lid on it. Stick it with the other stuff that I put on Facebook. And put it in the corner for now. Again, that stuff is going home with me. And then I left those there. I left the journals there. And I just left that displayed. I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I did put stuff that I think might have a chance in another cell over here. Like the Ray Dunn Perpetual Calendar. That's an anytime. And my Viking glass strawberry and honeycomb. And then the Mickey and Minnie. So again, if you see any of this stuff and you're interested in it, just send me an email. Send me a message on Facebook. And it's yours. Plus shipping. And the bottle caps I'm leaving here. The reason I left some of the paper goods here is because, again, I think I'm going to have a live sale on my Cat and Paws channel on ephemera sale. I have music sheets to sell. I have, of course, milk caps. Trick-or-treat bags, I'm thinking. Maybe some old Valentines. Maybe some postcards. I have just some like old ephemera that I could part with. And then, just try to have and then of course my journals, and I have some bookmarks and stuff like that. Some like made goods, and then just try to offer up the mystery bags again. So you may be asking yourself, well, Gretchen, what happened to all the ornaments that were hanging in here for $1? Well, I took them home. I made a Christmas wreath with them. And that's on my other channel. I got to post a video. I don't know if it'll be up by the time this goes up or not. But anyways, I do like how, I shopped for it and then I constructed it. I didn't do a tutorial because it was my first time ever making a wreath. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. But I have to say, it's pretty nice. Clothespins. Those little clothespins, yeah, they're crap. I'm glad these came in like a junk drawer full of stuff. And I just left my tags out to tell you, like, here's all the ornaments and stuff. And then some of that is in that box. So I'll just get rid of that. And then, of course, that's trash. So that's where I'm at. I went to Bits of Time, and I got my Christmas packed up. Those were 2 things on my list I wanted to get done. They're on my to-do list. So I'll be back in soon because I got to keep it rolling. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.